Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 5th of November 2024. Grab your morning beverage and welcome to the stream. Today we'll be doing some leveling on our Druid, getting the weekly time walking dungeon quest done, doing some world quests. We get some XP on her. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope the morning greets you kindly. Take it steady, stay hydrated. You've got this. Right, before we get started on those queues then. First things first, we turn off war mode, just so we can actually go to the Caverns of Time without getting absolutely murdered. We'll grab the XP quest there. Get some time walking done. Do some world quests. A shorter, more chill stream. Maybe a little shorter as well today. We had a crash yesterday while we were playing Dragon Age. And it meant something went a little funky with the recording. Seems to be archived alright. But then trying to edit in the software I use wasn't working properly. And I checked it thereafter, so I was a little concerned. I'll need to spend some time to check through that.
Stay the course. Farewell. Remember the sun well. Time is of the essence.
Answer this question of the day.
Watch your back. What can I do for you?
Who was the mighty proto-dragon captured by Loki and transformed into Razor Scale? That wasn't Galacrond. I'm not sure who this was. Was that Varanus? Was a lucky guess.
Any friend of Greymane is a friend of mine.
This is your time.
There's our path through time.
This is when you leave.
Mount Mania in less than 15. Get signed up on these classic dungeons. And now, like any class that isn't Paladin... Uh-oh. I did not mean to queue up as tank or healer. Whoops. Like any class that isn't Paladin, I have not played them much at all, other than occasionally bobbing in, going through them with remix, so I am not confident necessarily in my abilities. But Druid's the third one that I wanted the elite PvP set for. That's Shea over here, where are we? Alright, this gladiator looking set. It was the silver. I thought it just looked pretty fancy. I know it's already being a bit of a grind on the mage. It's more of the reason to try and use up some rested XP today. Get the druid leveled. How far off is this? Less than 15 minutes, so... I assume that means on the hour. Let's have a gander and see if anyone's fighting those world bosses while we're in queue. Nobody on the Doomwalker. Problem with then using the custom group finder tool, it would take us out of the queue for the other one. Looks like nobody's fighting him. And he's in his bubble. I wonder if going on the ice ring counts as participation for the activities. I know the time walking dungeons will. Let's see. Just some trader's log. No, it doesn't count. Curse you, game. Let me fill up this goddamn bar. Will a balloon count? Give it. So I'll hold here for a moment. I like the Kultiran Heritage armor a lot. Again, I wish their Allied Quest armor. I wish their Allied Quest had been a little more engaging, as I do for all of them. Did wonder why I got an instant queue for a moment. I'd probably be okay tanking going through them. It's not like they were the most intense of things. But even so. Oh, 1% for going around on the balloon. That's a very slow way of potentially farming it. Exit, please. Now again, I went and looked for various PvP builds and then edited it around. There's a lot of buttons to consider. My speed boosts, got my defensives. This seems like one of my bigger cooldowns next to Tiger's Fury. From what I understand about Feral, and has always been the case, it's stack up those bleeds. And you swarm once I've got all those bleeds on.
I cannot be defeated.
Oh, right, there was the... I only ever found, like, the Jaina staff. Characters to turn into. Where are they all hidden about, I wonder? I did want to be Illidan at one point. Oh, I can just choose from here. Oh, that just lets me equip them. I'm hopeful that the NPCs tomorrow change about. It's been really nice to chat on with a load of the old ones.
What's the situation?
Earlier, for example. Did I not talk to you before? I don't remember. I'm untired, wait for no one. How's your father? You know, Bolvar. He's still trying to understand what it means for there to be no Lich King. Other than that, brooding and apologetic. But better than before. How about Kultiras? Tide Sages are rebuilding, pirates are still a menace. I guess the same as always. I mean, there are no traitorous houses, sea monsters leading our sages, horde invasions, otherworldly plant witches, so not exactly the same. It sounds like you miss it. Not the suffering and death, but I do miss being the head of the action. This gathering reminds me there are all these world-changing events going on all the time. I do feel like I'm missing it all. Do you want to join the rank of legends like your father? I'm not looking to be the next Lich King. I just want to help. Maybe become a little bit of legend. I'd love to see Talia get more involved. I think she did a good job. Kind of step out of her father's shadow a little bit. That'd be nice for her. Looks alright on a Kultiran, does that? Especially the leg piece. I think we could make a lot work there. Will the queue pop before this event starts? Probably.
You had your chance to run.
Half-stone table sat behind here at the back. That feels a little conspicuous. I do love the Kultirans getting their own unique bony druid forms. I just wish the customization extended out to different races' forms.
Settle up and
I know that'd be a lot of
put
work.
the to the test in Mount Mania.
Oh, we're on already.
Get ready for a Mount Mania. Quickly
The queue will
summon the
pop as
same
we go.
mount as me to earn points.
It will go as the
I
moment
know
we start.
Must be done.
Up next, we have
I knew it. We tried. Morning, Mac. Hope you're doing well this morning, bub. workday is not too bad. Guess I just keep applying my bleeds. Try and hit as many different targets as possible. Oh, old transmog. Very dinky old transmog. Damage dealer's getting bodied. Good practice, get used to all these buttons. It was a toss-up between doing Feral and then... I like balance a lot. I kind of wanted to do balance, but given we played Evoker and then Mage, I didn't want the next class we played to be another ranged class, the PvP stuff. I want to change it up a little bit and also challenge myself a little bit. Old leather junk gloves. Yes, please. It seems like I have too much in the way of AoE, at least built on here. It's alright for our PvP purposes. No. It's fun just to be kitty. The ones have Maim is the one that stuns. Frenzies. Ton of damage and just fills up my combo points. Shred's the one that does more damage. If I do Shred once everything else has been bleeded up, for lack of a better term. Energy I need to watch out for as well. Not less flashy than playing on the mage or even the paladin to that extent. Lots of visceral noises going on, though. Always makes me try and think of what foley did they use to make these the sound of the different spell and ability effects. It just sounds like, oh, we're just going to tear off a bunch of cloth. More badges. Constant AoE, mean many scarabs. A much smoother run than last time. That. Then we get the plague thing. Be a sneaky kitty. Some off healing as we go, why not? A decent amount of off healing just to jump in and chuck it out on occasion. That's the benefit of our remixed character. They came with like a full set of gear. So unlike many of my alts, they weren't just hodgepodge and in true need of help. It should make the leveling process easier as well. Absolutely will.
What can I do for you? See you later. Greetings. See you around for the Alliance.
Alright, I forgot there was the huge mountain at the bottom first. Yum. There's lots of angry kitty noises. Oh, forgot my group buff.
You need something? Have a good one.
It bugged out. I talked to him and nothing happened. Oh, that worked. Don't know why it went for me. Grab that dart, bite the face. Or off heal.
Can I help you?
I love it. What? How dare you say that to me?
Blood and thunder.
More badges. Those weapons require like 2,000 apiece, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to stick around on the timewalking vendor, so I'm not too worried. And that's those Season of Discovery weapons that kind of got added, which was pretty cool. I was concerned when they first showed those, these are limited to Season of Discovery specifically. It was nice to have those unique weapons kind of ported over.
These desert be mine. The Sand Fury reigns supreme.
It's very lackluster voice acting.
Feel the fury.
Morning, Andy. Hope you're doing well today, Bob. Hope you got yourself your beverage. What a ding. Big old scroll. Good stuff. Story time in about 4 minutes. Sign up for another one. Oh, and it gets me tokens each time. Nice. That starts upping that. Ooh. Now, which of these for PvP focus? Druid of the Claw, master of their mighty animal forms. When they transform into cattle bears, they become ferocious combatants, protectors of the wild. Or a wild stalker. Living amongst the remote wilds, hunting that perpetuate the cycle of life and death, destroying those who would despoil nature using their healing powers to restore life to barren spaces. Your auto attacks have your next ferocious bite become Ravage. Ooh, does AoE. This sounds like what we're going for. What's the other one? Rip and Rake has a chance to cause Bloodseeker vines to grow, dealing damage over time. Oh, but more damage over time. And a healing overlap. What's the big one at the bottom? That just makes the clawing bigger. Increases more damage. I don't know which one's going to be better for our bleed applying PvP things. Oh, survivability. It's pretty good.
Prepare for a story journey with Lord Walker Cho at the Storyteller's
Ravage
stage.
also bleeds. Reduces the damage they deal. More damage. Ooh. I infer as well. I'm not sure yet. Hang on, we have to go do stories with Joe.
Azarian was raised on a farm.
Oh, it's Pharasian's story. Awkward when he stood over there, Cho, but this is pretty good. I haven't seen this one yet. And I can't remember it very well.
After his father died, Azarian followed in his footsteps and
Don't you
joined
pop Q.
Lordaeron's military.
A swig of his beverage as Cho tells us a story.
When Prince Arthas set out to fight the Scourge, Azarian was one of his first volunteers.
Be interesting if Asarian's actually walked over to engage in this. But no, he's still moping over there.
Azarian was there during the culling of Stratholme and followed his prince to Northrend to bring retribution to the Scourge. In Northrend, Prince Arthas discovered the rune blade, Frostmourne. But we already know Arthur's story.
Be nice to hear you tell it though, Cho. From the beginning, the whole thing. Be a long ass story time though.
When Arthur's returned, he killed Thessarion and raised him as a death knight.
Boo! Boo! Oh, the delayed swing, Arthas. Well done.
Under Arthur's command, Thessarion slaughtered those he had sworn to protect.
Oh, the music.
Even his own mother. Long years passed, and Arthas had become the Lich King himself.
This is why I'd like these to stay somehow. Just have Cho be clickable and say, here, tell us a story, Cho.
But the Lich King, in an effort to draw out his enemies, sent a contingent of his Death Knights into a hopeless battle. This treachery, along with the power of Azeroth's heroes, shattered the Lich King's control over these Death Knights. Thessarion and his fellow Death Knights formed the Order of the Ebon Blade, and together they marched on Northrend to destroy the Lich King.
A lot more story for him coming
In
though.
Northrend, Thessarion faced treachery again when the Alliance commander he served was revealed to be blood.
Yeah, you fought him like on top of a
Valinor
ziggurat
the
with
Scourge.
Thrasen's daughter. Memory serves.
Valinor kidnapped Thessarion's sister to use against the Death Knight.
Random WoW vampires.
Thessarion was able to defeat the Blood Prince and rescue his sister. Unfortunately,
Sister, not daughter.
the tragedy of his story is this. Although Thessarion promised his sister he would seek her out after he had defeated the Lich King, he still has not.
Oh. At least he's got his boyfriend with him. Him and Coltera. It's a big old fanship from way back. And Blizzard have leaned into it only slightly.
Chained to his misery, consumed by hatred.
I hope we see more of him though, that'd be really nice. Maybe in Last Titan when we go back to Northrend.
No more. Or perhaps
Wait,
that
he
is
only had
merely
3
what he
stories?
believes.
That's somewhat disappointing. I thought he'd have way more than 3 stories. Couldn't they get him in for more voice acting? Gotta think very carefully then. Why did they choose these 3 stories? Because it's not like they drew names out of a hat. Scarab Wall and the Old Gods are always relevant to a degree. We know with Last Titan and all those Titan facilities, maybe all the temples in Anchorage will come up there. Varassians only if they're hinting towards stuff in the Last Titan. The Mercy of Bane and the Grim Totem though. Does that mean the Grim Totem might be coming back in some way? Again, they will have had to have been very specific about which ones they pick. So I'm deadly curious. Alright, let's continue reading these hero talents. Massive agility and then defensive from Iron Fur. Again, I'm thinking PvP wise. Ooh. Increased damage and frenzy regeneration working in cat form's pretty nice. Gives energy instead of healing. Red, Bruce Lask of Earth Vine Potential. When you have 8 stacks, transform into bear form. Oof, that's a little much for me to bother with. Re-attack with an energy cost extends the duration of my dreadful wounds. Is that one? And then increased crit chance or the cooldown of Feral Frenzy. Don't know which would necessarily be better there. Let's have a look at the other side. Damage and healing and some Sunfire Moonfire damage. A stealth one. Eee. More damage and healing. Removing a corruption effect when enraged. A root from Vortex. That's probably pretty nice. Vortex still does a lot of work on its own. Movement speed in bark skin. More healing received. Self-healing by 25%. That's a decent chunk. Dots lasting longer or increasing my damage. Make these things explode. Spread. I think we want to go with Druid of the Claw. Seems a little more straightforward and there is more survivability on top of damage. I think for PvP purposes, it's going to do well. So thematically, it's pretty cool. Been around in WoW for a while. How's that queue looking? Average wait time 5 minutes in the 10-minute queue. The only reason I'm lingering around this zone rather than going off and doing world quests is I want to get the celebration thing done so I get that XP boost. Delicious 12%. There's always the Dark Moon Fair, but it's been so long since I've been to the Dark Moon Fair. For those here in the chat right now, how do you get the XP buff at Dark Moon Fair? How does that work? I haven't been there for years and years. I did it a couple times when, oh yeah, this seems like a fun event. And then just never really went back. I was never trying to be super efficient in my XP gains. But if it's just like, go, turn up, say hello, get XP buff, then perhaps I should be.
I adjust the thing.
How will these other sets look on my Cultarian? Demon Hunter Cultarian would be very silly. Hunter one looks not bad. Again, the Evoker one looks decent on other classes.
Passion for silk, leather, and steel. The frenzy of fashion is all too real. Be seen by the masses. Be their envy.
I love
their
Talison's
desire.
dwarf acting.
Become the example to which all others aspire.
He's really around the words. Oh, we can hand this in. I think I forgot.
Our flight has
Nope. Denied.
What's on your
Oh,
mind?
the healer disappeared.
Off with you.
Well, that's not great. It's a fancy monk. Welp. How would the healer do this? Hey, we're good. 70 or above. I thought you could be low level to do these time walking ones as well. Or kitty stab. Got my little zone map up. Little more over there. There we go. Crazy's the tank gonna go. Not too bad. Oh, and there's the Ravage proc. How long does it last for? 10 seconds. Ooh! Big snabsy wipe, as it were. Oh, cool. I can remove corruption in cat form. Get combat resed. Oh no. Oh, it's just a reduced chance to hit. It's not like a crazy damaging curse. Mac in the chat, ride the Ferris wheel for like 30 seconds and you get a 1 hour 10% buff. Huh. The idea of running back every hour to get that buff seems a little silly, but sure, that's a very easy way to get XP by the sounds of it. Oh, that Ravage proc's really cool. Got a little spell effect on it as well. It's nothing too crazy. Or old bits. Not old ass wolf head. Still need to try and be casting that full combo points though, right? Yes. No, it doesn't do the bleed yet, so I'm not as bothered. Certainly down the line. Hang on, who's in danger? Getting used to hitting the quick heal. And it'll be more important in PvP. Oh no. I forgot. Not an upgrade, but those transmogs. That's all good. Oh, just a random eyeball. Go and kill some abominations. Me. What's the other one? Because I have the maim stun and then the skull bash interrupt, and then I had another one somewhere. A mighty bash. That's the one. Band of flesh. That's what you want to wrap around your finger. Disgusting. That was a... What's the word? Satisfying pop. Oh no. Your monk be stuck. Monk's still stuck. How do they get behind that gate? Oop. Lovely. That gets us our XP buff here. And I guess we head off to Darkmoon Fair.
What do you seek? Salama Ashalanore. Hold your head high.
Let me get that dreadful wound one. Okay, we head back to Stormwind. Should probably put travel form on my bar somewhere. Where are you, travel form? There you are. Memory serves, Darkmoon Fair is just opposite of Goldshire. So we'll fly on over there. Bob War mode back on. I'd hope the fair's a safe place. Tiny skull bird. I need to remember I have Typhoon and Haymaker as well as knockbacks. Around here somewhere, aren't you, Darkmoon Fair? Yes, there you are. Achievement. Attend the fair. Have I not done this since they added the achievement? They must have. Achievements for in Wrath. Own elk. Are the transmogs here these days? It's been so long. It feels very much the same. I remember this like hill walking down to it. Oh, right. Queue up for another dungeon. I thought I'm getting 2 tokens every time. That feels good.
I have a deal for you.
You give me tokens. Just sell my junk. I forgot to hand in that other goddamn quest in the Caverns of Time. Whoops! I think I'll do that after. Where's a vendor? I want to see what's on offer around here.
Greetings. May your days bring you joy.
I supply only the finest goods.
Cards. Inscription stuff?
Light pleasure.
Still never understood the deck of card thing in the game.
What you want? You be careful. Yo, be good.
What on earth are all the prizes? Souvenirs and toys. This looks... So, toy, companion. Oh! I could get a transmog balloon sword. Anti-cloak. A silly hammer. And the little carousel ride. Nothing crazy. Like, there isn't like a full, like, transmog set that I'd come here to earn. A couple of bits is nice, but...
Hey there. Be careful.
Do not loiter.
Oh, you can upgrade your heirlooms. That's probably a decent thing to go.
Remember the sun
Oh, no.
well.
There is also a piece of gear. Old ass set. Is this the only way to get this set? I know I've got recolors of the shoulder pads.
Off with you.
Well met.
You're selling pretty much the same set.
See you soon.
Oh, it's a slightly different color. Okay. Band of thieves.
Feel free to browse.
Okay, he sold
The
drink.
stars guide you.
What can I help you with?
Oh, some mounts as well. Oh, that's where this comes from. Fair play. Some fireworks.
Hurry back!
Another challenge.
How are
Dance Master.
Safe travel.
Oh, it feels the same. Wasn't this? Yeah, this was a PvP arena in there. I remember going in there and getting bodied. This was also a place where warlocks came for their quest to be able to upgrade your different monsters and whatnot. Oh, ETC place here. That I remember. Wonder when. And then a race. A portal back. Fishing
Your guide is
prizes.
welcome here.
Toys. Recipes. Companion. Oh, different aquatic mount. Faded treasure map.
Keep your wits about
It's
you.
intriguing stuff. Right. Where's this Ferris wheel then? That first one I passed looked like a roller coaster, not a Ferris wheel. It's the only thing sticking up, so I assume... I assume it's this? No, it's not really a Ferris wheel, but... Where's that Pandaren lady?
Welcome.
I'd like a ticket, please.
I hope to see you again soon.
Whee! Right, Max said 30 seconds, so I'm assuming that's just going around it once. Oh, it's been ages since I've been on a roller coaster. Tension. Trepidation. Oh, the slowdown and before the screams. It'd be fun if it did your actual character's voice lines to do some screams. Shame the wheels don't quite match up with the speed we're going. The music just makes it feel off kilter. I remember reading like a comic about the Dark Moon Fair. The most mafia-like way they present themselves. And some of the nasty backroom dealings that would go on and people would get kidnapped and or murdered. I always wish they'd kind of do a little more with it. The Warlock quest line that I mentioned earlier was a really interesting little piece. Whee! Rode the roller coaster. Experience of rep gains increased by 10%. Huzzah! That's 30% in total with all that. And our warband another 15 on top of that. That's 45% XP gain. That's pretty good. And then back to Stormwind. Oh, my Hearthstone is set to Stormwind and not Dordogal. Mistakes were made. I might as well do that then. One day they'll update these loading screens. I think about that in a really, like, for a game with not a small development team by any means, where your resources and people have to be so managed in such a way that they are unable to say, right, let's take some artists, some people to go and sort out these old loading screens. Go. How many layers of approval they have to go through, how much checking do they have to go through. Conversations. Right, so who are we putting on the loading screen then? Like for the Forsaken, do you put Lilia? Do you put Kalia? Do you put Belmont? You probably put Belmont. But even so, those loading screens have been like that for so long. I wonder if they're just waiting for something specific to do them all at the same time. Or we can go back there at the end of the day, because we've still got to do these free time walking dungeons as well. That's what go Dawn of Gaul, do some world quests. What's Dawn of Gaul, Paul? One at the back through here, isn't it? No, Belameth, Dawn of Gaul. They have set up the room, so if Belameth's there, maybe you'd think other cities, you know, Gilneas. Do you need one to Ironforge when it's so close? I've already got one to Shatrath. Close Oh no, that's nowhere near the Exodar. I always forget. I know, they've left space open, but you wonder if that is fixed on purpose or if they just then carve out the back of this tower and make another set of staircases. Let's go do some world quests. As we wait for these queues to pop. We've already done the Sparks of Warcrest on Ruffius on our mage, but what does it give me? Doesn't give the conquest, but it does still give bloody tokens. Which is useful as we need to start gathering those. For the Ringing Deeps then. I'm in war mode, aren't I? I am. Might as well bob by Gundergatz, grab our Snuffling quest as we go. Just for the bonus XP, since we're going to be doing it for Sparks anyway. I don't think, from what I understand and all the abilities I've looked through, we don't have a vanish equivalent if we get jumped by someone. It would just be, oh, we're done. Up Snuffling quest is only at the end game. I keep forgetting. You son of a gun in here. But we can do some mining and herbing as well. They didn't all disappear all the damn time. Wait, I shouldn't be able to get... Druid flight form can do gathering without leaving form, without needing the talent or the specialization? No way. Okay, no. For herbalism, maybe. Weirdly. Try that again. That seems just broken. Doesn't need it while it's a bird. Huh.
We've got another incursion. And we
I need to kill these anyway, that's fine.
I know you're good at this.
Where you? No. Near walloping, please. Pants. I should get rid of the... Sell those later. Oh, there's our dungeon pop. Nope, there was our dungeon pop. Everybody buff. Hey, now we've got much lower levels in here. follow them through. Wait, did that not put me out of stealth? Hang on a minute. I need to experiment with that again. It dazes an enemy. Surely it does put me out of stealth. Okay, okay. The moment I was like, that seems pretty broken. Oh, there's no benefit for that one from stealth. That's okay. Bye, tree. Numbing things. Oh, yeah, just ignoring that other boss. That was really quick. Tank said no. Teleport out of the dungeon. If we can keep in the group, hopefully it shouldn't take too long to look for a tank, but I want to get my world quest done. And gathering those bloody tokens early will save time later.
We've got another incursion, and we need some defenders. I know you're good at this.
Slash. That feels good. There's a good feedback to that Ravage button. The Waterworks one's just a bonus objective. I'm less bothered by that. The one I need. Minerals. People keep leaving the group. Fine. Where are these minerals at? Boop it with my staff. Much work. Stab a rock. It's me and this rogue. Stabbing all the rocks. It's such a silly thing. It's a fancy Worgen transmog. Don't like that you're holding the Zophyr daggers. They're kind of looking towards me and the camera, which is pretty interesting. Don't even recognize that dagger. Over here, Mrs. Wogan. It's not seemingly followed me. Oh, no, there we go. Hey, friends. Give me those herbs. You scumbag cobalt. Get to wax. Why am I in combat? Oh, because my thing. Delicious wax. Ah, garbage. Really pointless. Garbage junk for that quest. Five more. Oh, God, I had big walrus. I also didn't know it shifts automatically based on where you are. Whoops. Big bear bash. For that proc that's coming up for it. Hang on. Because it's not always going all shiny on my bar. I don't know if that's just a bug or if it's a different style of proc. One more. Because there it's popped.
Thank you. Efficiency and bravery are a powerful combination.
You're welcome. Right. Get on to some more quests. Keep an eye on wax and such as we go.
Our miners still have problems in the rumbling wastes. Clear out those Skarden and recover what you can.
Seems the way to go.
Opportunity's knocking. If you've got the metal, there are valuables waiting to be
I don't
won.
know, Ruffius. We never tend to get these. How far away is it? It's coming up from the bottom. It might swing by me.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
There are some alliance and some horde. It's not a foregone conclusion. Don't think I can be of much assistance. Maybe heal some people. Give some buffs. Scumbag going for me. I wasn't even in the fight. Right, now I guess we're in the fight. I may have died, but I got someone higher level just finished off. Very, very silly. Very, very silly. Oh, we're not getting this, are we? It's alright. It was shenanigans. Tank, there's no one there. It's good getting the big old AoE on everything. I didn't check. Damn. The difference in how it procs is what I'm curious about. Okay, it's an anti-healing curse that's getting thrown on the tank, so it's a good job I'm getting rid of it. biting and fighting. This tank is one of these that's like, I want the dungeon to be over, even if it kills me. No. I choose life. I'm not gonna get it. Ah! I tried. I really tried. Damn overeager tank. Just wait for it, other druid. Oh god, run! I'm out. This is on you. And the other DBS like, nope, I'm not dealing with this garbage. Honestly, a bit of patience wouldn't kill you, tank. You're fine. The world's not going to end. Take an extra couple minutes. If you're late for work because you're playing the game, you need to prioritize. Don't pull the room. Just don't do it. Learn the lesson. No. At least the healer stood next to them this time. Making me work my dungeon. Still didn't get the memo. Don't go out of line of sight. Stop moving away from your healer. You can't take all the damage. You've just proven that. And see the healer really going for it. Like, I will keep up. I will keep them alive. Kitty jump. Okay, they're holding it down. Immediately does it again. It's line of sight, tank. It's line of sight. Please. keep AoEing. Keep stabbing. Yeah, I've got my dots on. The tank's already gone again. You could feel the healer just being like, please! Not the boss as well. What are you doing? Just because it works out in the end doesn't mean it was a good idea. I'm charmed. Oh no. Okay. Sweet gods. With you again? No. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. You must be joking.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
I got 16 spots of war for finishing off that person, by the way. Right, I'm just going to move myself over to Gundergaz briefly before queuing again. So I can take a quick bio break. Quick as I can. Oh, did dying remove the ferry buff? That's a shame. Certainly hadn't been an hour yet. God damn it. Let's go be safe in Gundergaz. Ah. It's a sanctuary. I know I don't need a stealth light. It'll be fine. Sell that garbage. None of those are better. That, get rid of that, get rid of the old ones. It might still go for something in the auction house, but I'm in a lazy mood. Alright, let me just tappity tap into the chat. Alright folks, I will be back shortly. Refill your beverage, stretch your legs. See you in a mo. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Just get wheeled in. Realised as I was getting up for the bathroom, oh god, I hadn't queued. Back in, hit the button. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a sip of his beverage. I think we're past the lukewarm stage now. It'll be a cold brew. Oh, but a brew nonetheless. Hope all yours out there's warmer. Let's get back on with this world quest. I'm surprised one like tapping that player who was about to be on their end. Got me 16 sparks of war.
Nearby, and that means treasure hunt.
No, Ruffius, it's always too many horde. It didn't go well last time. We were outnumbered clearly.
In the rumbling wastes. Clear out those garden and recover what you can.
Here's hoping I don't get jumped. Seems like I apply bleeds and then just shred into bite, and that's kind of the rotation we're going with. Do need to remember to be using Tiger's Fury as well. Does Tiger's Fury apply to bleeds? I can't imagine it applies to bleeds already on the target. That seems like it'd be pretty strong. Do like hitting that Ravage button. There goes another. Got up some boxes. Keep an eye out for wax piles. How's that queue looking? About 7 minutes. Reliably easier than Battlegrounds and Rated Battlegrounds. Hey, didn't get there in time, that's alright. Didn't hit the AoE one because Shred applies the same thing. Getting into the habit of new class, new buttons. At the very least, I leveled his balance.
Now we can rebuild.
About 100 token achievement and these things now guaranteeing some tokens every time. I wouldn't want to just endlessly farm them, but I think while we're going through doing his world quests, we might as well. Are these all low level, or are they counted as... Yeah, they're low level. 30 XP. No. Oh, it's still very tight range for the AoE on it. We're learning, we're learning. Something to bear in mind for PvP though. I'm not exactly going to be doing a stellar amount of AoE damage, but I didn't expect to be. That one on the Brutal Slash has a lot more compared to Ravage. It's a pretty big skip. That's not nice. That's like most of the dungeon. Feels that way. Uh-oh. They only remove curse. Oh no, I get poisons as well. Okay. Oh, I just missed the timing on that. And then should have ripped. Don't Furious Bite until rips on the target at full stacks, ideally. Seems to be the way. The debuff watching, that's something I really need to get used to. It's something I never really bear in mind, especially on Paladin. Tank. Help. I tried to help. Oh dear. Oh dear. Panic tabbing. I think the hunter feigned death. Yes, they did. I don't know how the 2 bonus packs got involved there. Oh. Ooh. Very cheeky game. Health buggers in your dungeon. We're good. Usually less concerned of a Blood Death Knight. It's not level 24, it doesn't have access to a load of like the self-healing. So you can come in here pretty low level then on the time-walking dungeons. It's transmog. At a staff, absolutely. Oh, right. stacking up those bleeds and then getting these little fellas on the swarm to get involved. Upgrade. Take it. Oh, if it was a skip, why did we go back and kill the... It's fine. Looks like the fact the Ravage button glows is more... Nothing new popped up. Is it just bugged? It doesn't show up every time? Been my only assumption. Trying to keep an eye on when the buffs show up. Oh no, that's immediately gonna... Oh, tank saw it. It's okay. Ding! And getting levels pretty quickly. Oh, no, I should probably just get to the bottom one first. There we go. Wait for me! To the pillar. That was last time we were in here. Oh no, right on the healer. Okay, then do that, and do that one. Probably bad order there, but it's fine. You get so many combo points so quickly, you just nom nom. GG. Man, that's a lot of time walking dungeons sorted, but again, it feels like I might as well queue up for a couple more as we're doing world quests. But then I'll... Ah! That's not good. Out of me way, you big bugger. That was dumb. Gonna die. Do the bear one. Oh no, I swapped out of bear form. Mistakes were made. Hey, it's all good. Punk more sparks of water get. I'm not going for that easy mining vein. Oh! Delicious wax.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals.
That's an easy one.
Get up there and gather some.
We're just swooping around. Again, how we gather things while flying. Like we have a bag wide open in his hands next to us. Bonus objective won't help me with Sparks of War, so we'll leave that for another day.
Nicely done. We'll put those minerals to good use.
The only other one's the race and then one up top. Get the world quest done, and then if we're just looking around for wax for the sparks, then I will queue up again. But we might get lucky. Well, they just wanted to fight. Awesome. Cheers, game. Oh, halfway there. Yeah, getting these bloody tokens early and getting that maxed out will just be an easy weapon to start with when we gets into the PvP. Yep, that were allowed bang outside from a nearby construction site. That was worrying. I'm sure they'll be fine. There you are, timekeeper. Give me that race. Where's Lord Andestraz?
It is an excellent day for a race. Come fly with us.
There he is. Delightful fellow. And off we go. Soaring through the ringing deeps. I know it's a gameplay mechanic, but I love the lore idea of he kind of scouts an area first, finds the best places for races before we get there somehow. I suppose you could do that with bronze dragons. You can control time, very few things are impossible, especially in the mundane.
Opportunities knocking.
No, Ruffius.
If you've got the metal, there are valuables waiting to be won.
If Melissa was asking me from Dragonflight, that's a different matter. Cannot be as enthusiastic for Ruffius, especially when we get bodied every time.
You and your Drake are exceptional.
But you never know. Could get lucky. All the Horde players might have left. They might be taking a break. There might be an alliance guild or group about. Wait, where's it going? Surely not in here. Into the PvP area. Hate it when they do that. Where is it? Ah, there we go. I ran out of vigor. Too eager. Get it back if I'm just whistling on the ground. I thought that would help more. What are you doing, Demon Hunter? Is it a loss up there? Are we good? It is indeed. Sadness. But it is to be expected. On this server shard, the Horde tends to get it. Give me that transmog. Old ass crafting reagents again. We can sort that out on our way back.
Confrontation detected. Fanatics are attacking the earthenworks again. We need to subdue them.
Aye, Brimp. I keep forgetting. Do Mark of the Wild. It's like my whole thing.
But the machine. Violence authorized.
At last, I rest. Battle begins. But the machine.
That grunt as they get really went for it.
Work delayed. No more.
No more work. Go sleep. It's fine. Right, we don't need to antagonize our players. There's plenty of room.
Protect the machines. No more work.
Crystal Law. Can unlock our overload there.
Protect the machines.
It's pretty nice just to hit the flying mount button and be flying.
Protect the machines.
Druids have it nice and fluid. How many more do we need? Way more. Will this do more than a kill? No? Didn't do anything.
Last, I rest.
Suddenly feel to I'm taking a lot more damage.
The machine.
No alarm. Please stop.
Violence authorized.
One of those that takes a bit, I suppose. Nom. Keep myself topped up. Those Ravage procs do a lot of damage. The healing pot reminds me of kind of how old Flash of Light used to work on a paladin. Occasionally just a big burst of healing.
Battle begins.
Just got it off.
I
Very disproportionately long world quest, isn't it? Well, the prop must be the one that has Furious Bite firing off at full power, but because Ravage
protect the machines.
is technically the same move but turned. Whenever I see it glow, hit button. Adaptive Swarm I don't need to wait for combo points for. Better to learn these lessons now than in a battleground. Don't want to teleport, thank you. Come here, you.
Protect the machines. But the machine.
Orbit of wax. Gimme, gimme. Chickens! I hate this one. Wrong button, but that's okay. Eat the chicken. 15 sparks of war from chickens. I'll take it. Oh, ridiculous wax piles. More, please.
No more. Battle begins.
Delayed.
I appreciate them not coming and bodying me in a couple of hits like they could have done.
Battle begins.
Oh, wrong button, but it's fine.
Protect the machines.
Nearly there now. Whoop. Load respawn.
Battle begins. My task
Ooh. Big crit. Grab that appearance.
Delayed. Protect the machines.
I feel like we're getting into the flow of the Druid a bit now on Feral. Kind of see what's going on. Not mastery by any means. But I feel like at least I kind of get what rotation I'm doing. Even if the order isn't necessarily on point every time. Which, to be fair, it isn't on my main either. I remember in Wrath when I really started getting into using add-ons and stuff. I had one that pretty much floated over kind of around where I've got my vigor now, and it was just like, and then you hit this button, and then you hit this button, and then you hit this button. I just didn't want to play like that anymore. I don't necessarily need to be hitting everything in the most efficient manner possible every time. Especially when most of my content was completely non-competitive. It just felt like a frustrating way to play. I'm sure it helps a lot of people, and especially if you're looking to push your numbers and all that kind of jazz, but it was just a bit much at that point. At least for me. No begrudging anybody who uses plenty of mods. There are plenty of really useful mods as well. The ones I really take issue with are damageable ones, and where people hold it as sacred to the detriment of others. Ooh, very nice.
Confrontation detected. Fanatics are attacking the Earthenworks again. We need to subdue them.
Wait, that's usable while stunned? Okay, asking something to save in PvP then until you're actually getting bodied.
Stability restored. Now we can focus on the rest of our work.
Alright, bit of wax, and there it... Nope, that's not a bit of wax. That's a bit of wax. Stab. Or slash than stab, I suppose. But you get what I mean. Right. Let's go bob this quest back to Nobles. Bob the other back to Ruffius. Head back to the Caverns of Time. Pray that no cheeky bugger in war mode is just going to one-tap me while I'm in there. Still beggars belief for me that they didn't make it a sanctuary. Like the guards, you know, by the time they're acting, it's too late. Someone has already been one shot. And it defeats the point. It is wax.
Ooh, somewhat picky.
And we buy the garbage.
Bring back more
There you go.
shiny things.
You bring back your transmog, you scumbag. I'll never forget. Other people might forget, but I'll never forget. That's everything there. Get rid of those.
I find more stuff for you. You need
Garbage treasure. Sell the non Wall within stuff. And it might give us something on the auction house. I wouldn't know. Nope, not those potions. There we are. 4 levels in a day. 5 levels once we hand these quests in. I'd say that's pretty good progress. Why can I no longer Whirling Surge? Yeah. Fine. I'm sure it'll figure itself out. Give me those tokens, Ruffius.
Perform for you. Conversation.
I go. Wait, did I not give XP? You scumbag! Absolute scumbag! Odd. Whatever ability's gone for that. How on earth did I access skywriting ones? I don't know. Oh. Just gonna assume it'll fix itself up before I do this. Get the Hearthstone to Dornagol. Absolute numpty. Oh, bless me. I was not fast enough. My apologies.
My directive is to serve you.
Thank you, Runish. Try another flying mat, see if that does it. That also doesn't do it. Did you open up like the old skywriting talent tree? Not like a shift click, is it? No. Why have my abilities for it gone again? Won't be in the Druid section, will it? Maybe on a relog it'll be fine. Not like I need to worry about it. Let's get back on over to the caverns. Hopefully not get one tapped as we go, and then hand in our quests. Be a decent bit of bronze as well. I just 10 from doing the runs. Pretty good, that repeatable amount. look, it's back. It's fine. Why are there so many corpses?
Time in the Isles. I will see you again. You have a bright future.
Oh, Gabe, look at that. Not quite there. Pants. Alright, well then, just in case, I'm just going to bomb off war mode. Ah, make it a sanctuary, god damn it. It's a weird choice. Alright then, folks, I will say with that, thank you very much for it. It's probably better in cat form. It's the wave in cat form, can't we? No, we can dance, not wave. Rad. Thank you very much for watching. Those who've come along live, those who'll watch later, cheers for giving me your time. If you enjoyed yourselves, hit that like button. Push us through the algorithm so more folks can come join this community and enjoy our content. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. We're every weekday 9 AM UK time with some World of Warcraft, and then at 6 PM on an evening playing other games. Currently going through Dragon Age the Veilguard, and you can find playlists to all the other games we've covered so far right here on the channel, that little playlist button. So until next time folks, much love,